You might be holding it right now, completely unaware that in your hand lies a small piece of metal that has shocked collectors around the world. It's unassuming, lightweight, often overlooked in pocket change or stashed in the corner of a coin jar. But this 2014 Australian 10-cent coin is a true hidden treasure. In pristine condition, certain rare examples have been valued at astonishing levels, reaching figures that make people sit up and take notice, worth $2 million, depending entirely on condition. And yet, most people walk past it every day, never realizing that what they're holding could transform into a life-changing discovery. It all starts with how ordinary people encounter these coins without knowing their potential. Someone empties a bag of change on the counter at a grocery store and doesn't give a second glance. A teenager finds one in a tip jar at work. An inherited box of coins, long forgotten in the attic, suddenly becomes a time capsule of value. And in each of these moments, the coin's journey from common currency to collector's dream begins. Imagine the excitement when a collector flips through decades of coins and suddenly spots something that doesn't look like the others, brighter, sharper, and somehow perfect. That is the moment the heart starts racing, because a coin like this isn't just currency, it's history frozen in metal. The design of the 2014 Australian 10-cent coin is iconic. On one side, you see the graceful image of the Australian lyrebird, feathers detailed in painstaking precision, each quill curling naturally. The other side carries the familiar effigy of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her features crisp, her hair sculpted with delicate lines that shine differently depending on how the light hits them. Every edge, every curve, every fine detail matters to collectors. Slight variations in strike, tiny die errors, or even minuscule doubling can send a coin's value skyrocketing. And in 2014, a few coins slipped through the mint with anomalies so rare that the coin community still talks about them in hushed tones. But the magic isn't just in spotting errors, it's in recognizing condition. The coin that passes through hundreds of hands and lives in pockets will gradually lose its luster. But the untouched examples, the ones carefully stored, maybe forgotten for decades, retain a brilliance that makes them practically glow. The surface catches the light, the metal reflects softly, and the details of the lyrebird's feathers seem almost alive. A casual glance at a jar of coins might reveal dozens of 10-cent pieces, yet only a tiny fraction hold this kind of power, this kind of allure. Collectors have discovered these coins in the most unlikely places. One story tells of a man cleaning out his father's desk, finding a small pile of coins, each ordinary to the untrained eye. But when he flipped the 2014 10-cent coin under the light, he noticed that the lyrebird's tail feathers were sharply defined, unlike the worn examples he was used to seeing. A quick consultation with a professional confirmed his suspicion. This coin was among the rarest of its year. Auction houses were alerted, and the coin eventually sold for a number that would have seemed impossible just years earlier. The excitement builds as you learn to identify the valuable characteristics. It's about the strike, the alignment, the sharpness of the images, and subtle anomalies that can only be seen under close inspection. Collectors look for coins that have avoided circulation, preserving every ridge and line. Some 2014 coins show tiny imperfections caused by the minting process, faint lines, slight doubling or minute off-center strikes, and these mistakes, paradoxically, increase the coin desirability. Each imperfection tells a story of production, a fingerprint of the minting process, and a ticket into the elite world of high-value collectibles. Real auction stories continue to fuel the frenzy. When rare Australian 10-cent coins appear, bidders compete fiercely. Prices leap from modest expectations to staggering sums in a matter of minutes. Collectors share moments of pure adrenaline as the gavel drops, confirming the extraordinary value of a coin that once would have been spent without thought. Every sale adds to the legend of the 2014 10-cent coin, reinforcing that meticulous care, keen observation, and a little luck can transform an ordinary coin into a treasure. As the story unfolds, you begin to understand why these coins still captivate collectors today. They are more than money. They are pieces of history, glimpses of artistry, evidence of meticulous craftsmanship. They are rare survivors in a sea of ordinary currency, whispering to those who pay attention, promising fortunes to those willing to look closely. And the thrill of discovery never diminishes. Every coin jar, every old collection, every inherited box is a chance to find a piece of this history, a coin that could be worth far more than anyone imagined. In the end, the lesson is clear. These coins are still out there, quietly circulating, hiding in plain sight. You never know where you might find one in change at a coffee shop, tucked into a travel souvenir, or carefully preserved in a forgotten envelope. And the next life-changing discovery could be in your hands, waiting for the moment you finally notice it. Every 2014 Australian 10-cent coin carries the potential for excitement, for history, and for value that transcends its modest denomination. So take a closer look at the coins around you. Because the story isn't over, it's happening right now, and the next treasure could be yours.